Today, content providers are not being fairly rewarded for their content, and the economies of free content in the digital world is killing our journalism, especially since newsrooms and publications no longer get to control their own digital advertising. Through the internet, we now have an abundance of information, but fake news is rife with misinformation and disinformation spreading easily since anybody and everybody can now have a platform online. We are overwhelmed with clickbait headlines tricking us into visiting various pages because there's a need to feed an outdated advertising model that hasn't changed since the adult industry first introduced it. Cost per mile and cost per click metrics were created by the porn industry to track views and visits for advertising, and this model doesn't lend itself to the creation of quality journalism. These models have encouraged clickbait because it's not about the content, it's about the page visit. Combine this with the devastation in earnings brought about by Facebook and Google siphoning off the ad revenue from the news industry, it now has our news industry's futures looking so dire. These platforms now control the traffic, as in the readership, which means they now control the ad revenue on articles they didn't even produce. Local news and news in general is a distressed industry, and distressed industries get consolidated. Mass layoffs happen each year, publications are closing, and outside of less journalists on the books to report on real stories, this consolidation means more biases as larger organizations' politics come into effect. Centralization is not a good thing for journalism, and it's not a good thing for our ability to stay informed outside of the biases or agendas pushed down to us from above.